Best fighter in the world, yeah.
I think it's Terence Crawford.
Yeah, y'all. Crawford ain't getting knocked out. He ain't getting knocked out. Look, where the evidence supporting that? Where is the evidence supporting that? Just because y'all think he light in the ass, y'all think that's just it?
Give me a number.
He has an 85+ chance to beat Canelo. Why? He's not going in there to prove something which will fall into Canelo's hand.
Oleksandr Usyk states that Canelo Alvarez is making a major error by stepping into the ring with Terence Crawford. In Usyk's opinion, Crawford stands as the top boxer in the sport today and the finest pound-for-pound fighter of this generation. His remarks underline the immense respect he has for Crawford's abilities, showing that Usyk views him on a higher level than others, even Canelo himself.
Terence Crawford, #1, yeah?
Yeah.
Fair enough, great fighter, top fighter. So that's a good,
Yes.
that's a good #1, but it's debatable, it's subjective, but that's a good pick. So, round number 4. Why did Daniel Dubois push you yesterday? Do you know why? He gave you a push?
I don't know. Maybe Daniel afraid me. I don't know.
Terence Crawford approaches this matchup with confidence that borders on total assurance. He has openly declared that winning is not merely an option but an expectation. For Crawford, excuses have no place because he believes he is the superior boxer who is prepared for every possible outcome. This attitude demonstrates not only his belief in himself but also the wisdom gained from years of dominance across multiple weight divisions. When a fighter carries this level of certainty, it often places heavy psychological pressure on the opponent.
Listen, however they rate me, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we got to fight, and I'm going to win the fight. As simple as that.
Can I ask you about if there's any rematch clause with this fight with Canelo?
No, it's not.
Is that something you push for?
No, I didn't.
And is any weight restrictions to the fight at all?
No, it's not.
A lot of fighters would like to put on a weight restriction to this type of fight. Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything. I want him at his best.
Crawford's trainer has delivered a strong warning to Canelo Alvarez, stressing that his fighter's ambition cannot be ignored. In his words, once Crawford commits to a target, there is no retreat. This mindset has been clear throughout his career, as he has repeatedly accepted challenges that many thought unachievable. Taking on Canelo is simply another example of this drive. The coach highlights that Crawford's willpower comes not just from physical work but also from his mental strength and strict discipline. His relentless push has always been the foundation of his success.
The one thing about Crawford is he got guts. Them bums ain't have no guts. Them bums didn't want to win. Crawford want to win. That's it. It ain't about no belt. It ain't about nothing. You didn't sign the contract. We want to win, and he want to be the best, and he is the best. So that's what's going to be the difference. Crawford got guts. He got a fighting spirit. So when you see Crawford, he going to go in there and get busy with Canelo. Don't you even doubt that. You understand? You ain't never seen Crawford stay on the back foot in no fight in his life. You understand? He the type of guy to go get you. So expect him to go get him. We going to do everything we can to him. We going to do whatever we got to do. But one thing you can expect is Crawford is going to step to him. Because you can't beat Canelo going on the back foot forever. You got to go get him. You got to do something. And he better know Crawford is coming.
Jarrell Miller contributes by stressing the importance of Crawford's hunger. In boxing, hunger often surpasses both experience and talent because it pushes a fighter to surpass limits. Miller views Canelo as a star who has already secured wealth and glory. Meanwhile, Crawford is still chasing an enduring legacy, and this difference in motivation may shift the fight in his favor. Hunger inspires harder sessions, longer preparation, and a sharper edge under intense pressure.
Who do you think's going to win that?
I'm pulling for Crawford in this one. I think people are underestimating his strength right now and his size. And I think he's a little more hungry than Canelo. So let's see though. But I like both guys, but I'm a little closer to Crawford, so I want to see Crawford can take it.
And lastly, quick mention on IBA Pro. Interesting concept that people records on the line. So I know in boxing, people don't like risking their own and things. Do you feel like this is a step forwards? This could become a major player in boxing?
I think it definitely can. I mean, any opportunity to make some money and build your repertoire and your arsenal.
Boxing icon Bernard Hopkins steps in with a daring forecast, giving Crawford an 85% chance to win. From a man who has lived through the grind of elite competition, this prediction is significant. Hopkins has always admired intelligence, strategy, and adaptability, the very qualities he identifies in Crawford. By assigning such high odds, Hopkins signals that Crawford has the tools to neutralize Canelo's strengths. He also understands that great upsets come when fighters merge skill, preparation, and belief.
Does he win? Can he beat him? Can he beat Canelo? Is his skill so much that he's able to bridge the weight classes?
He has a legitimate chance. Over 60% for his mind. If you say, Bernard, give me a number.
Give me a number.
He has an 85+ chance to beat Canelo. Why? He's not going in there to prove something, which will fall into Canelo's hand. He would love for him to prove something. That means you will stay there and try to prove something. But to go in there and to let him know, establish that from the first round, that I belong without showing that I am tough. I earned my position to be here. And I want to show you, even though you're being stubborn, that your time not only have came, but it's gone. He ain't gonna surrender and say I slowed up, so I'm gonna act like it. No, he has to be shown. And it has to be early.
Tim Bradley makes a strong case by reminding audiences that Canelo has shown weaknesses even against fighters with fewer accomplishments. He points to William Skull's ability to trouble Canelo and push him through a complete 12-round contest. If Skull managed that, then the idea of Crawford failing sounds unreasonable, especially considering Crawford is widely regarded as the current pound-for-pound king. Bradley's argument stresses that pure skill outweighs reputation in determining outcomes.
If Skull, right, can hold Canelo to 152 punches thrown in an entire 12-round fight, 152 punches. You don't think Crawford can? You don't think Crawford can? You don't think Crawford can go the distance with Canelo Alvarez? If William Skull can go 12 rounds with him and keep him at an all-time low, 152 punches a round? Oh my goodness. If Charlo, 154 pounder, can go up to 168 pounds. Respect Charlo's skills, but he ain't got Crawford's skills. If he can go 12 rounds with Canelo Alvarez, you don't think Crawford can go 12 rounds with him? You don't think Crawford can go 12 rounds with him? The most skillful fighter on planet Earth? Oh, damn, let me go even further. If Jaime Munguia, you could throw a penny in the ring, it's going to hit him. You could throw a dime in the ring, it's going to hit him. You could throw a feather in the damn ring, it's going to hit him. It's going to hit him. If he can go 12 rounds with Canelo Alvarez, you don't think Crawford can go 12 rounds with Canelo Alvarez? Damn, I got another one. I got another one. If Berlanga, if Berlanga can go.
Dud Bay dismisses the entire buzz around Canelo's sparring sessions with Jaron Ennis. In his view, there is nothing unusual here and certainly no edge that will assist Canelo against Crawford. Sparring partners rotate constantly, but fights are won by execution when the spotlight is on. He explains that the Ennis family has ties with Canelo and that people are blowing the story out of proportion. The reality, he insists, is that sparring has no bearing on the actual clash. Crawford's style is too distinct to be copied by any partner in training.
Of Boots going off to spar Canelo ahead of Terence Crawford bout?
For me personally, all right, well, I live in Philly, right? So interacting with Mr. Boozy and them sometimes, you know, little stuff. So Boots, whole family, they been had a relationship with Canelo. Like, this not new. Pooh was up there camping with him, Farrar was up there boxing him or whatever. And then Canelo, period, he boxed Philly guys. When he was about to fight Floyd, he was boxing Brother Nazim nephew and all that. So this ain't nothing really new that Canelo doing right now or that Boots is doing right now. I think that is just being made to be a big deal because, like, on the internet, the fans, as much stuff as they like to talk about Boots sometimes, they understand from looking at his skill set and stuff like that, that he would be someone who can help Canelo. Like, you know what I mean, in a situation like this, if you're the kind of person that look at sparring and consider it to be a help, which it can be, especially, you know, Boots being a switcher, being a boxer, puncher, the athleticism he has, the footwork he has. If you wanted to get ready for Terence Crawford, that would be a great guy to box with. So I think that's a good thing for Canelo. I think it's an even better thing for Boots. Well, even better thing for Canelo because he's the one that got to fight right now.
Which Boots got to fight October 11th.
He does.
Moving up,
so he's getting this. You know what I mean? This up the level of Boots camp, and he get paid for it. I'm glad he got an opportunity like that. He get to see himself in there with a guy like that. Anyway, that can help him psychologically a lot. So
Crawford himself has explained the foundation of his confidence. In his own words, knockouts don't come only from heavy punches, but from the shots opponents never anticipate. This approach separates him from fighters who depend only on brute force. Canelo may be renowned for his powerful shots, but Crawford insists the true danger lies in timing, precision, and disguise. By systematically wearing rivals down, frustrating them, and capitalizing on errors, Crawford creates the space for fight-ending strikes.
It don't take a big punch to knock somebody out. It's the ones that you don't see that hurt you. All my fights that I loaded up and I try to catch somebody, you know what I mean, with a big shot, I typically miss or they see it at the last minute and they brace for it. You know, the ones that just flow is the ones that get you.
Marcus Brown offers perspective on Crawford's training routine by focusing on his sparring habits. He notes that Crawford frequently works with boxers far larger than himself, even those with heavyweight frames. This practice has prepared him to take heavy shots and respond calmly. Brown believes this resilience makes Crawford different from others who might crumble under fire. When Canelo lands clean punches, Crawford won't lose composure because he has already dealt with similar force repeatedly in camp.
I'm a fan of both of them, but I'm going with Crawford. Typically fighters, they don't want to say who they want to go for because they don't want to be biased.
Yeah.
And much respect to Canelo, but I'm going Bud.
Is there a particular reason why? Like, you're a guy that's moved up in weight, so you know exactly what it feels like to get hit by these bigger guys. Is that something that's going to play in the back of his head? Like,
of course,
gotta watch out.
It is, but it's not. Because at the end of the day, it's not like he just been in there, got in there with somebody bigger than him. He's always probably been sparring with bigger guys. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's that boxing IQ, which William Skull didn't put up no fight, but he showed somewhat of a blueprint to get this guy, in a space where he's confused.
Yeah.
And he can't touch the target that's in front of him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just think Bud got that IQ.
Victor Ortiz describes this matchup as a landmark moment for the sport. He underscores its huge commercial impact, predicting massive pay-per-view sales. Yet beyond the financial side, Ortiz also leans toward Crawford as the likely victor. He rejects the claim that Canelo's size will decide the fight, arguing that the advantage is exaggerated. For Ortiz, this contest will be determined not by size, but by intelligence, sharpness, and who executes their strategy with precision.
Difference from Canelo then to Canelo now. Other than the way they're maneuvering their fights, he secures some amazing fights. Very smart with the matchups, right? He'll go find somebody of this weight class that is yes, he's undefeated. Yes, he's got this and that, but they fought nobody. So it's a very they're very catered fights, but they do it very smart, like Logan and Jake Paul. But this guy can sell tickets. It's true of what Oscar De La Hoya said. So with that being said, what I know about the game is this much. I've known Terence Crawford since we were 7, 8, 9 years old because I'm from Kansas. Terence is from Nebraska.
Yeah.
And in little tournaments we'd see around the area, Four Corners or whatever, we'd always see each other. And he knew Bucky. I mean, I knew his team. And my thing is this: I have Terence Crawford winning on an easy fight. I believe everyone's like, well, Canelo's the bigger man. No, he's not. Terence Crawford and I, we're the same size. We're 5'9". Canelo's shorter than us. We're bigger than he is, chest-wise. I think really where Canelo's probably bigger than us is his legs. He's got thicker legs. Other than that, we're very athletic. We can box. We can bang. I believe I'm going with the Midwest. That's my brother, Terence Crawford.
Experts warn that even with Crawford's brilliance, he is stepping into dangerous territory. Moving into Canelo's division means facing men who naturally possess more size, strength, and endurance. Crawford has excelled at lower weights, But this is a new frontier. Canelo has already fought and defeated champions who were bigger and stronger, showing that he can thrive at this level. His strength and adaptability are real advantages. Crawford's leap from 147 to 168 pounds is historic in scale. Very few fighters attempt such a massive jump, much less in pursuit of becoming undisputed in 3 separate divisions. Crawford has approached this challenge with precision. His camp has been about more than simply adding muscle. It has been about reshaping his body to perform effectively at a higher class. Conditioning has been central, ensuring his speed, reactions, and endurance remain intact.
169 point, let's just call it 170 pounds, which is huge, absolutely huge for a 154 pounder. Especially, it's just shocked me that he's come up from 135 and now he's still putting on that much weight. He's rehydrating that much at 154. And indeed, to bring us even closer to the modern day, the thing that was posted, and again, this is the second time we've seen this, is why I'm kind of thinking there's a bit of a theme here with Crawford posting his weight when he's not actually in full training camp. On February the 9th, 2025, he posted an Instagram story and he showed himself weighing 186 pounds on a gym scale. Now, that's so much bigger than I imagined Crawford would be. I never thought this guy would walk around 186 pounds, which for anyone who needs the conversion is just over 84 kilograms. And now look, it's not an unthinkable weight for someone, but for someone who has fought as low as Crawford has, who is generally as lean and as in shape as Crawford is, that's a lot of weight.
Amir Khan delivers a strong defense of Crawford's chances. He praises Crawford's accuracy, noting how his well-placed punches wear opponents down over time, especially to the body. That approach was decisive in his victory over Errol Spence, and Khan argues it can work against Canelo too. Crawford's control of tempo frustrates rivals, forcing mistakes that he quickly exploits. Khan also stresses that many overlook how skill can neutralize size, and that Crawford's toolbox is perfect for that battle. The build-up has also shown a more assertive Crawford. His shove at Canelo during the face-off was more than a show, it was a declaration. Analysts such as Showbiz the Adult called it a psychological tactic, proof that Crawford will not be bullied. He enters this fight with a fierce mindset, aiming to set the tone before the opening bell. Mental warfare counts, and Crawford is clearly determined to win that battle early.
Fighters, Canelo's a friend now after our fight we had, and also Crawford had shared training camp with him as well. It's a good fight, but I'm not going to say too much. Okay. I'm going to save it till on the day of the fight. Okay. But look, it's going to be a mega fight. Honestly, it's hard to pick the winner. Yeah. But like I said, it's a close one.
I know you said you don't want to say too much, but when people talk about Crawford boxing on the outside and using his movement, almost making it boring in a sense, do you think he can do that with the added weight that gets put on and him boxing in that certain style that we haven't really seen him box like before? In terms of boxing on the outside and almost sort of that stick and moving type.
You're talking about Crawford, yeah? Crawford,
yeah.
Look, Crawford's going to probably do the same thing that he knows best, which is box, be smart, slow movements, small steps. So only small steps he's taking. So I mean, look, and it's always worked for him. Every fight he's been in, and we thought that the fight with Spence was going to be hard, and he made it look so easy. Now, we've never really seen him in a hard fight where we've seen him in trouble, so maybe this could be the fight that puts him in that trouble to see what he's going to be like when he's under pressure. Yeah. You know what I mean? We've never seen either fighter under pressure, like a lot of pressure. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can't say... Maybe
Golovkin for Canelo, I guess you could say.
Exactly, yeah, Golovkin, yeah. But other than that, I don't class the Mayweather fight a hard fight, because Mayweather just a runner, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But,
I guess Bivol had the size.
Bivol had the size advantage, but this one, I think Canelo has the size advantage. But then again...
Andy Lee sums up by underlining the larger significance of the fight. He rejects claims that Crawford is too small, pointing instead to the physical evolution he has undergone in preparation. For Lee, this matchup represents boxing at its highest level. It is the classic duel of skill against power, speed against strength. He insists Canelo's size alone does not secure victory, because Crawford's creativity, quickness, and tactical intelligence can even the scales. This perspective reflects why the anticipation is so high.
Because like every good fight, no one really knows the skill and competitiveness and ring craft of Crawford, or you can say the same things about Canelo, but just he has that size. And but I see Crawford in New York when Hamza fought Berlanga, and he doesn't look too small anymore. He's filled out a lot, looked quite big. It's a great fight. I think they're equally matched in skill.
That wraps up today's breakdown. Stay locked in, and until next time.